I remind myself of something all the time, and today I'm reminding you. It is easy to forget the impact the right person can have on your business, on your sales, on your operation, on your marketing, on your company, on your territory. It is easy to underestimate that, because when you're in the trenches and you're working day to day and you're communicating with clients, you're interacting with partners, you're dealing with alliances, you're dealing with clients and partners, it's just very easy to think that what you're experiencing is all that you can experience, whether it's fatigue, whether it's a lot on your plate, whether it's needing new ideas, whether it's difficulty closing a deal, whether it's getting the marketing done the right way, or whether it's dealing with lots of work that's involved in your operation. It's very easy to look at these things and to focus on the work that's involved and narrow the scope to you, to you doing it, or to a close group of people doing it. And the right person can get involved and can dramatically change things for you. I have had people come into my company who have looked at a task that others dismissed and didn't want to do, and that person was whistling while they worked. They were enthusiastic about doing it, and their attitude was, boy, I'm so glad to be in this position, to have this opportunity to do this work. I've had things that I've offered to clients, and one client, well, I'm not sure this is really the right thing for me. And then I've had a client say, I'm so glad that I've talked to you about this. This is ideal. This is perfect. Thank you so much for showing me another option here. So you see, it's a different perspective that you need to bring into your operation. If you're a salesperson, for example, you could be talking to someone who just doesn't appreciate what it is you have to offer. They're looking at all the wrong things. They're avoiding the meaty discussion. They think the price is too high. They're not sure you're the right company. They're not sure that you understand their needs. They're not really paying attention to the detail you're presenting to them. And then you could talk to someone else and it can be completely different. So this goes in the category, if you will, of how do you keep going? What is it that keeps you going? In an earlier video, I talked about the idea of being able to say, so what? Well, this is about saying there's another person who will appreciate this. There's another person who can get this done. There's another person who can help. There's another person who will make this easier. And if you maintain that mindset, you're going to find that person. Now, one of the keys is you just have to understand that the day-to-day of any business, whether you're selling, whether you have a business online, whether you are driving around a neighborhood and knocking on doors, whether you're doing direct mail or email marketing or social media marketing or video marketing, whatever you're doing, the day-to-day of it can get rather mundane. And you can get fatigue. Fatigue can set in because it's repetitive. It seems like, wow, am I really making any progress with this? And I have found that there's great things about that. Well, first of all, you can get lost in your work. And when you get lost in your work, sometimes you just don't notice that everything is not falling the way you thought it would fall. Sometimes when you get lost in your work, you take your attention away from those things that would be negative, distracting, discouraging. Sometimes when you get lost in your work, you get so into the craft and doing it so well that you don't even realize that you have raised the bar in your performance, in your capabilities, and in your deliverables. So this is why it's so important to keep going, but it's also so important to interact with other people, because often those individuals are the the paths to these other revelations, to these opportunities, to these insights, to these new levels of inspiration. So if you are working away on whatever you're doing and you're trying to make your numbers and you're trying to break new ground, and you're trying to make progress, and sometimes it might even seem like the progress is slow or not quite the way you want it, or people are not getting back to you with answers on things that you've proposed to them, and it could all be very tiring. But that additional person you talk to, that additional prospect, that additional email marketing campaign, that additional telephone conversation, that additional meeting, that additional drop in, that additional event you go to will add a different dimension, a different perspective to what you're doing. And it'll make the work easier, and it'll distract you from the negatives that could otherwise prevent you from making the progress that you should be making. Another person, another conversation, another meeting can make an enormous difference in what you're doing. Your goal every day is to find that additional person that can make that difference. Pick up the phone, send an email. If you don't know what to say, come up with something very simple and easy. Drop something in the mail. Find a way to move forward and connect with new people and reconnect with existing people so that you get the benefit of all the people there are out there who can help you. I'm telling you that it's easy to forget that another person can make a big difference, and they can in your sales territory, in your business, and everything that you do when it comes to your profession, to your craft, to your artistry, or whatever endeavor you're involved in. If you like this tip, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you liked it. Share it with someone in your network. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Let someone else know that should be subscribed. I've got a lot of videos here, lots for you to enjoy and learn from and benefit from. And make sure you stay tuned because I have a lot more coming. I'll see you next time.